Hi, everybody. Old Dynamite here, the voice of AKA American Combat Alliance. And standing next to me is the name on the marquee, the main event fighter vying for AKA Professional Championship gold here tonight, Nicko Commissiong. How are you, Nicko? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm really excited. I'm really thankful for AKA for giving me the opportunity. I did ask for it because I didn't know if anybody else was going to step up to fight Elliot, and I just wanted to challenge myself. Especially, if you're trying to get further in this sport, you gotta fight the monsters in this sport.
Exactly. That's how you excel. You got to push yourself, challenge yourself out there. Now, Nicko, you've definitely got the height advantage and the reach advantage. As we know, Elliot is a freak of an athlete as far as his strength and everything. What is something you and your team at Performance Evolution have worked on to get you ready for, the onslaught of Elliot Hebert?
Aside from just like my rangy attacks and stuff, we worked a lot of heavy wrestling. I know he's a much better wrestler than I am, but I've been training a lot with a lot of wrestlers over the years, a lot of grapplers, high levels. So if he thinks he's just gonna go in there and just wrestle me down, I'm gonna just make him work. I'm gonna make him work.
And we've seen your jiu-jitsu before. I mean, you've got some great holds, man, and I have to imagine the long limbs gives you a lot of leverage advantage on there as well. So I'd like to see you put some of that to work in the cage tonight. So, man, let me ask you this, Nicko. You're a little nervous? You're a little excited about this? Your first chance at AKA Gold for sure.
When I enter that cage, everything goes away. It's just a mano, me and that man across from me. He's the only person that's going to be in my way, and I got to just make sure when I enter that cage I'm out of my way and just be in my flow state. That's about it. I got all respect for Elliot. We cross-trained a few years back. No, we didn't talk any smack or nothing like that. We kept it mutual. I don't know if he probably think I said something wrong. I didn't, but I'm not worried about that. Once we get in that cage, nothing else matters except us just squaring up and going at it toe-to-toe.
That's it, folks. You heard it right here. When that cage door closes, it's going to be hands laid and debts paid in our big main event for the AKA Professional Lightweight Championship. Standing next to me is the other half of our big main event. The name's on the marquee. He is the current reigning and defending AKA Professional Lightweight Champion, owner and head trainer at the Shed Training Grounds in Lafayette, Louisiana, the phenomenal freak athlete, Electric Elliot Hebert. Elliot, so now you are the champ. You are the hunted. Everybody wants what you have, and now you've got your first challenger coming your way, Nicko Commissiong. Nicko said he wanted this fight. He wanted to challenge the best, take on the monster that is Elliot Hebert. How are you feeling about this fight?
I feel great coming into this fight. Nicko's an extreme competitor. He fights tooth and nail the entire fight. I'm expecting the best Nicko that's ever showed up in a cage. And I look forward to showcasing some of the things that I've always wanted to show in the cage that never really happen. Sometimes my fights don't last that long, so I'm not always able to show the things that I've been working on over the last 6 years, and I'm ready to put it all together and put it on the line for the fans.
Now, with you having your new gym, the Shed Training Grounds there in Lafayette, Louisiana, being a business owner, being the head coach, and having your students and everything responsible underneath you, how has that affected you in any way, shape, or form as far as you being the fighter, Elliot Hebert, as opposed to the owner of the Shed, Elliot Hebert?
Yeah, it's absolutely elevated me as a fighter, and I'm extremely blessed to be able to have training partners that choose to train with me, and they choose the Shed, and God's just been really, really providing for us at the Shed. We have this opponent, 6'3", and all of a sudden, the same day I find out we're fighting Nicko Commissiong, I get a training partner calling me from moving back from Arkansas. He's 6'3", he's a striker, he has some grappling experience, and it just seems like God's giving me everything that I need to make sure that I'm prepared for this fight.
Well, it seems like you are locked, cocked, and ready to rock for action, putting that championship on the line, ready for your first title defense. Best of luck to you, Elliot Hebert. It's a pleasure to have you representing our brand here at AKA as our professional lightweight champion.
All right, gentlemen, main event.
Gets me fired up, Matt Schnell.
You've already received your instructions. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch them up. Let's go to work.
Bam Bam Majub in there to officiate for this lightweight championship. This is what it's all about. Commissiong, Hebert, title on the line.
Nicko circling out wide, trying to keep his range.
See Hebert measured as always. Just stalking Commissiong. And immediately on top, this is right where Hebert wants to be. Oh, Those are big shots right out of the gate.
Butterfly hooks from Nicko. Just trying to elevate, create a little bit of space. See if he can't get an underhook, get back to his feet.
This is going to be a tough spot for Nicko to get out of because Hebert's just so game. He's so strong. And this is, I mean, this is where he dominates fights. He's finished multiple opponents with ground and pound.
Feels like these performance guys are trying to work some butterfly hooks and work it into their game, cultivate a skill set to stand back up with butterflies. Hasn't worked out for him tonight.
Hebert taking the back now. He got an RNC finish in his last bout. That was what won him the title. He is just smothering Nicko in that corner.
Not even necessarily worrying about strikes or causing damage, but just this is a better spot for Nicko. Nicko needs to separate, not concern himself so much with the grappling exchange. You know, it was almost like he was so afraid to get taken down. He got taken down.
He certainly did get taken down, and now Hebert is on his back with over 3 minutes to work.
Big punch from Elliot.
Elliot Hebert in complete control through the first 2 minutes. Again, this fight is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Nicko's honestly doing a pretty good job here because, I mean, Hebert is so dangerous when he has your back.
Just not giving up
Yeah.
just not giving it all away.
For sure.
Doing his best to, and Elliot's tough and strong and in a good spot, but he hasn't really been able to cause too much damage. And Nicko just needs to, yeah.
Great scramble, though, from Elliot Hebert.
That's just that wrestling background.
I thought Nicko might have a chance to slip out, but Hebert ends up.
Elliot goes too high, scoots off the top.
Right into a triangle attempt, though.
This is a solid triangle attempt, too. And
That is smooth.
oh, Nicko.
Nicko's game. He is very game. You can see the skill set of Elliot Hebert, but Nicko Commissiong right there with him. And Elliot's relentless, though, and now he's dropping some big elbows. Inside 2 minutes remaining in this first round. Looks like that arm's trapped over
I don't
there.
know if he's getting an anaconda here or looks like he's attempting an anaconda. Let's see if he's able to roll Nicko up. Nicko just, sometimes being scrawny helps, you know? And that's all, Nicko's just being scrawny right there.
That's exactly what happened. And it looks like he's somewhat out of the danger.
Can't teach scrawny. Nice little whizzer kick, and here we go. Nicko Commissiong on top. Scoring some punches of his own here.
Huge moment for Nicko, battling back, taking control of Elliot Hebert and landing his own shots. Wow, that is, and now Elliot right back into control. But hey, Nicko's game, man.
He's game, of course he is, and I knew he would be, and just a guy that's wily and willing to fight. And, you know, sometimes when a guy sticks their hand up in the air and says, me, you give them what they want. So obvious how strong and physical Elliot Hebert is.
He's working on that neck. I can't tell from this angle if he has it.
Not quite. And I worry about Elliot just squeezing in these positions. You know, all those muscles, once they fill up with blood, it gets a little bit harder to move as spry as he has in this first round. Good first round by Elliot Hebert. You got to be proud of Nicko just for surviving that thing, having a couple moments of his own.
There are a lot of people that would not have survived that first round with Elliot Hebert on
Elliot's
their back, on top.
Elliot got cut against the fence as he was trying to ground and pound, I believe. That's the second time this has happened to him.
So Elliot's definitely bleeding. It's up at this hairline pretty much. I don't know that it's going to be a real issue. It is above the eye, though, so it could potentially drip down, but it's very high up on the hairline. But here's a look at some of the action from that first round match.
Just just being physical right there, not necessarily having the position, but power cleaning him to the mat, sticking a hook in. And again, Nicko just working through these bad positions, kind of just keeping his head above water, not necessarily offering too much up as offense, but just not getting drowned.
No, I think that is the perfect way to describe that first round. Elliot Hebert trying to hold him underwater and Nicko not going down easily, but it was an impressive first round performance from Elliot Hebert. He was certainly in control pretty much the entire first round. Bam Bam with a quick word about something.
Brought him to the middle, said, hey, I'm the boss.
Sometimes you gotta let them know.
Nicko just already, you just see a little more confidence from Nicko Commissiong.
Wow, not what you expected to see right there, but Commissiong ends up on top. Now he's landing some big shots of his own. Huge shots unanswered here by Elliot Hebert. Now Commissiong taking the back. A little off to the side though.
Looks like he's a little high as
way
well.
Too high, yep.
You don't want Elliot on top of you now after just volleying a bunch of punches at him. Doing a good job with that butterfly and ends up sweeping back. Lands in a decent position.
Nicko landing some shots once again. Now grabbing that right wrist. And he ends up on top. This is some really savvy stuff by Commissiong. These shots are starting to add up. Oh, huge shots from Nicko. Is there an upset brewing here at AKA 42? Hebert trying to weather the storm. Big knee as they're back to the feet. And a trip from Nicko. Big elbows, huge elbows. Hebert's, it's over!
And just like that, Nicko Commissiong shocks the world and brings home the AKA Lightweight Championship. He stuck his hand up, he said, I'll do it, and he got it done tonight.
Wow, an unbelievable, iconic moment here tonight at AKA 42.
Sometimes things just work out, you know, and opportunity knocks. You just never know. All you gotta do is answer, and you might leave with the gold belt buckle. Beautiful work.
You've said it multiple times tonight. These fights are not bought on paper. It doesn't matter if you got a guy coming in 5-1, 6-0. They can't be beaten if you show up and
I just want to say something to everybody out there who had an opinion about this fight. Y'all don't know shit about fighting. Nicko Commissiong is a fighter, and I knew he'd always come in, show up, and this isn't the end for Elliot Hebert. What a stud. He's had a great moment. This was a tough fight. This was a tough one to overcome. Going against a guy you're supposed to have every advantage over. And that's why we fight the fights.
Man, just what a moment here for Nicko Commissiong. Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute, 25 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner and new AKA Lightweight Champion, the Tsunami, Nicko Commissiong. Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing here with your winner, the new AKA Lightweight Champion, Nicko. There were your doubters out there. People thought this fight might have went a certain way. You came in, you shocked the world, you told them you had it in you, you asked for a title opportunity, you got it, and you are now the champion. How does that feel, my friend?
I just want to thank God, man. Like, even when I don't deserve it, he still blesses me. I'm not perfect. I did ask for this shot. I wasn't on the card at first. I was really pissed about that, but I've only fought monsters my whole career, even from amateur to pro. I don't care where you are, where you're from. I'm on that Dana White shit. I'm just trying to fight anybody who I'm trying to get to the UFC. Not trying, I will get to the UFC. and I will be a champion there someday as well. I'm 30. I said I don't have enough time left, but fuck that. I got plenty of time left.
Well, you're on the radar right now, buddy. As an AKA professional champion, the big boys have taken notice.
I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm not gonna hold up the division. I'm gonna take some time off. Not time off, I'm gonna take a little break this holidays, but as soon as I'm gonna get back to it, get my strength up, get a little bit bigger. I'm still a little undersized. And hey, Lauren Thibodeau, I know you were in line next for this belt. We don't have to wait to come back to Lake Charles. I'll defend it in your country. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just in the moment. I'll defend it in your hometown. Rest up, buddy. You're next in line. I'm gonna honor that, and you're tough. So I'm gonna study you, and I wanna give you that shot and honor that.
There you have it, folks. Lauren the Gator Thibodeau has been put on notice. The tsunami is coming to Shreveport, and he's chasing the Gator. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us here tonight at American Combat Alliance, AKA 42. The after party begins now at Ray's Lounge on Ryan Street. My name is Dynamite, saying thank you all so much for coming out. God bless you and good night.